Hey everybody, it's me again. Well listen, we've learned our G, we've learned C, we've learned D, we've learned our A minor, we've learned our E and our E minor. Well, how do they all work together? Well, now we're about to find out. So in my piano course, sometimes I call this the aha moment or the Karate Kid moment, because I love the scene in the movie where, if you've seen it, Mr. Miyagi, the master, karate master, is teaching Daniel karate, or at least Daniel thinks so, and he's got him doing all these chores, and he just doesn't understand how it all fits together until one day, Mr. Miyagi says, "Show me sand the floor. Show me wax on, wax off." And Daniel comes to realize, hey, I've been training all along, and he kind of had this epiphany like, oh my gosh, I see how it all relates. So this is our aha moment. You don't realize it, but just knowing the chords you know now, guys, you can play thousands of songs already. And I mean that, thousands. Almost every song out there just uses those simple chords, okay? So let's work on some stuff, and I'm going to put a chart up here as well in a second and explain a little bit about that. But let's take, and remember, under the Nashville number system, let's say we are playing in the key of G. So G is our main chord. If we were singing a song, we're going to sing this song in G, if that makes sense. Okay, so G is our 1. All right? G's our 1, which means C is our 4, D is our 5. And guys, almost every song in the universe uses that 1, 4, and 5. Those are your bass chords. I like to tell people, think of the old song, Wild Thing. Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. Okay? They all use those chords. Sweet Home Alabama. I can play. It's early in the morning. So for you Southern rockers, you can play Sweet Home Alabama now and didn't know it. All right? So all these different songs. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But let's get back to here. So we're playing out of the key of G. All right? So we're strumming along. Just kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, all I'm doing, your fingers or a pick, however you want to do it, I'm just hitting that top string and strumming down. So 1, down, 1. And what you can do is hit this E string, strum down, then hit the D string all by itself. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all we're doing here. So that's all we're kind of doing. If you want to do it this way, just strum straight down, guys, that's fine. Remember, we're really worried about this right now. We'll get to this later. So just kind of strumming. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start saying a key, or saying a chord, and I want you to go to it. Now at first I'll say the chord name, but then I'm just gonna start saying the number, okay? We're just gonna do G, C, and D right now. Here we go. We're in G, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to a C now. Back to a G. It's all right. It's taking you a little longer to make those chord shapes. I'm waiting. Now let's go to a D. All right, get that D. Back to a C. Back to a D. Don't get ahead of me. And we're going to go back to a G. Oh my gosh, Matt, you're going way too fast. That's okay. You can pause it and practice it. Let's go a little slower. Let's start on a D. Let's mix it up. Let's just strum it just like this. Let's go to a C. Let's go to a G. C. D. And we'll mix it up here. Listen to me close. 1. Ah, that's right. We're in G, so G's our 1. 4. 5. 1. All right, great job. Now listen. Remember, we played Amazing Grace earlier, so you should be getting pretty good. All right, let's add these other chords we've learned, all right? Let's add this E minor. All right? So we know if we're in the key of G, that E minor is our 6. And it's our 6 minor. Now, on a chart, when you're looking at the National Number System, you're going to see the number 6 in a negative sign by it, or a dash. That means minor. If it's just a number, it's a major chord. So if it just said 6, it would be that. But a minor, you see that dash, it's a minor. Okay? So let's incorporate that. All right? So let's go to the 1. Let's strum that 1. 6 minor, which is that E minor. To the 4. To the 5. To the 1. Great. Now, it should sound familiar because in the 50s, man, there was a lot of that kind of music. So, but it went more like this. Now listen, this is what you played. I'm doing here is just kind of randomly plucking strings. Nothing fancy, just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's about every 50 song that was ever sang. I mean, Earth angel, please be mine. My darling dear, love you all the time. Or good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, I love you so. I mean, so many, if you do it fast. Remember when we said goodbye and tried to give our love another try? Huh? I could go on and on. That's what I mean by you can play hundreds and thousands of songs. It's that same chord progression. For you praise and worship people. Remember, we don't have to go in that order. We can go to the 1, to the 5, to the 6 minor, to the 4, to the 1. Just a million songs. I don't want to kill you with examples, but country music, Alabama, rolling down the back roads, Tennessee highway, So you see just how you do those chords and the variations, it's all the same. All right, so we've added that minor. Now let's add the A minor, which would be what? If we're in the key of G? G A. It'd be the 2, okay? So we can make it a 2 minor or a 2. Either would sound fine, all right? So let's go back. What we're going to do is hit a G, the 6 minor, and we're going to go to the 2 minor to the 5, okay? So we're going to just totally bypass that C. We're going to put that A minor in place of that C, okay? So let's go to the 1. Here we go. Just nice and slow. Let's go to the 6 minor, which is the E minor. To the 2 minor, or the A minor. To the 5. All right, let's do it again. The 1, 6 minor, to the A minor, to the 5, to the 1. And again, guys, I won't do like I did a while ago, but a bunch of those 50 songs and, we were out on a date in my daddy's car. Driven very far. So you can do that same progression. There's so many songs that you can play just with that progression. The Rock. It depends on how you, I'm looking for a thumb pick. It depends on what style you like. But see, what I'm trying to show you is it's all the same chords. For you thumb pickers. Chet had a big song called Windy and Warm. It's all out of that A minor. Garth Brooks, A minor. 5, 4, 1, 5. Again, just so many ways that we can come the other way. And on and on and on. And we're going to learn more about that. The cool thing is we start doing these songs and you start seeing the charts. Remember, whatever key we're in, I can't express to you how many songs you can play now. And the cool thing is, we don't need it yet, but when we introduce this capo, all this capo does is takes the place of this nut right here. So instead of playing in G, and I'll teach you how to do this, if I put this capo here, okay, and play that same G chord, remember, if G is 3 frets up from here, and this becomes this, it's still 3 frets. But now we're playing an A. We're just using that G position. The cool thing is about the Nashville number system, doesn't matter. That's just our 1. So we know 1, 6 minor, 4, 5, 2 minor. We know it's all the same positions. That's the cool thing. So you don't have to transpose. So in other words, if you learn a song in G, or someone sings it in G, and then you go to play it at church or something, and they're like, oh, that's too low, or you're like, oh, I can't sing it in that key. Who cares? We can take this capo, move it anywhere we want, but you'll never have to change the chart because it's the same. Okay? And we'll talk more about that, but that's the beauty of using that capo. Okay? So there's our aha moment, guys. You have a serious repertoire. You can play about every gospel song known to man, most country songs, ton of rock songs, so many different songs. Where you may not be great at is jazz, because instead of making these G's, are making G13s and all that, don't worry about that. I mean, so many songs, gospel, I'll Fly Away. I mean, all the hymns, you can now play them. It's just a matter of learning, getting really good at moving those charts, moving those chords and moving them quickly. Just takes practice. All right. Well, listen, I hope that was an aha moment for you, like it is for so many of my students. But listen, we're not done. Let's move on.